What is your favorite guilty pleasure horror film?
Dead Alive. In 1957, a creature known as a rat monkey is discovered that carries a terrible disease that turns the dead into undead, nearly unkillable creatures, with each body part becoming sentient. This creature ends up biting the abusive mother of a young man named Lionel, who may be destined for greatness, or for horror on the horizon. So Dead Alive is not, and I mean not, for the faint of heart. It is the goriest horror film ever. I know a lot of people could point at it, Chapter 2 having the most blood in the scene, but this is the most practical blood in a horror film. It is disgusting, it is visceral, it is gory, it is also one of the funniest damn horror films ever. Like, you're in awe of this movie. And the fact that it's made by Peter Jackson, of all people. Peter Jackson, the guy who everyone now knows as the Lord of the Rings guy. The guy who has multiple Oscars. The guy who is so well loved by the film industry. Before any of that, he was just good old horror lover Peter Jackson. Him and his production, Wingnut Productions, going around making gory movies. And this is his magnum opus to the horror franchise. This is a movie that if you are a horror fan, like a real horror fan, have to watch this movie. It is so unforgettable. It is the most indescribably weird movies you could ever see. From scenes of a zombie baby to scenes of a kung fu Irish priest fighting a bunch of punk rock zombies to this overwhelming, hilarious, over-the-top nature of everything going around. You just can't not laugh at this movie. I showed this movie to a group of friends on Halloween, and everyone, I had seen the movie multiple times, every one of them were like, what the hell am I watching? And yet couldn't look away. That's what's so good about it. It's so hilarious, it's a must. It's so gory, you can't look away. It's so funny that you can't help but laugh. It doesn't make any sense. In every way, this movie shouldn't work, but it does. And that's why I love it. That is why it's not only a guilty pleasure, it's legitimately one of my favorite horror films. Stay tuned tomorrow to see our advent of horror in this year's Jackoween.